Hello students, good afternoon. In our previous class, we have discussed our unit 1 nouns and unit 2 common noun and proper nouns, right? So today we will discuss our unit 3 and unit 4. Okay, those are small units and it is very easy to understand it. So let's begin with the nouns, singular and plural nouns. So in a singular and plural nouns, you might have heard that you may don't know the what is a singular and what is a plural. So let me explain. See, in a class or if you are talking about any particular one person, when you are talking about one person or one place or one animal or one thing, like I will say you are talking about a golden temple, so that is a one particular place, right? So here you are talking about only one thing, not two or three things, right? So whenever you talk about one thing, that will be singular nouns, and whenever you are talking about more than one person or a place or a animal or a thing, that we call it as a plural noun. So how we can convert this singular to plural nouns, that is also a big issue, right? Because nouns will may not be same. So there are some rules which we need to follow, and with the help of that, we can convert singular noun to plural and plural noun to singular noun. Okay. So let me explain one by one. Yeah, here. Unit 3, singular noun and plural noun. So here you see singular means one and plural means more than one. Singular means one and plural means more than one. Singular nouns. So we will see first one, that is a singular noun. Okay, yeah, a noun that stands for one person. I told you in a starting of this chapter that one person we are talking, one person, one place, one animal or one thing is called a singular noun. So see, the sentences are given. I took my dog outside. The girl played happily. So here you see dog and girl are singular noun. So let's go to the, see that whenever you are talking about one thing, that is a singular, and whenever you are talking about more than one, that is that time we will use plural. Okay, yeah. So let's see the plural nouns. A noun that stands for more than one person, one place, more than one place, more than one animal, and more than one thing is called a plural noun. So here, as you see, I took my dogs outside. The girls played happily. So here you see dogs. There is a s at the end of the dog, and in a girl also there is a s in end of the girl. Right. So this is the plural form of that dog and girl. So how it came, we will see. There are few rules. So whenever the plural form is there, more than one thing is there, more than one people, then we will use plural form. Whenever we are talking about a single person, place, and etc., we will use singular noun, right? So let's see the forming of a plural noun. How we can form a plural noun from singular nouns. There are few rules which we need to follow. So first one, we add s to most singular noun to form their plurals. So mostly, in the most case, what we do, that in the end of the noun spelling we add s. You see, previous example dog was there, right? So in a dog noun we have add s at the end, so it becomes dogs, right? dogs. So that is our plural form. So that we can create a plural form. So in the most case, okay, not in every case, in the most of the case, in every case it is not possible. So there are few rules for few nouns. There are different rules. So that we will see. See. kite and windows are there. So what we created plural form, we have simply added s, kites and windows, right? Yes, you can see that. So you can see here kites and window we have seen. Let's see the second rule. What it is? That we add es to singular nouns ending with as, x, ss, ch, sh to form their plural. So what we do here, we put es. What we put es. See, there are some examples are given. So in the singular nouns you see guess, box, class, pitch, eyelash. So in the end of the all the noun spelling you see s is there, x is there, double s is there, ch is there, sh is there. So you see whenever this kind of situation comes in the end of the nouns, if you want to convert a plural form, what you can do, you just need to add es at the end of that noun. See, first one is given guess. What is we will simply add es at the end. Guesses, box, boxes, class, classes, pitch, pitches, eyelash, eyelashes. You see, simply we can convert that way. Okay, so it is not at all difficult. So similarly, we usually add es to singular nouns ending with o also. If see previous one was has s, x, ch, sh. Okay, if o also is there, that also we add es. See, mango and tomato are there. Potato also you can add. So mangoes, tomatoes, potatoes. Like that way, you can simply add es at the end of that singular noun. It will become plural noun. So there are some exceptions. See, in every case, when o comes in end, we cannot simply put es. There are some exceptions. There are some few words which will not convert. So you see here, radio, studio, radios, studios. See, o in the end of the singular noun, but we have not wrought es in the plural noun, right? So these are the exceptions where only s will come. Radios, os, studios, os, right? So we have not added es. We have not added es. We have added only s at the end of the noun. So these exception you need to remember. What are the exceptions? And now when we can change o to es. So let's see the next rule. We add VES to singular noun ending with F or FE to form their plurals. So whenever F or FE comes, whenever F or FE, yeah, here I have forgotten the F. Okay, let's see. Whenever the end word of the noun with F or FE word is there, so what we will do, we will remove that F from that noun and we will add VES to make a plural form. If you see the first example, that is calf, right? Calf, and second one is knife. So in both word you see, first word calf has a end word is F and the knife has a end word is FE, right? So here you see what I did, I removed F and I have added VES, calves, and knife will come knives, right? So you see it is very simple. Whenever the end of the word is F or FE, what you need to do, you need to remove the F and put VES. That's it, nothing big deal here. But one point need to remember also, there are some exceptions, like in previous case for O there were some exceptions, right? So here also some exceptions are that we need to see carefully. Okay, so here I have brought some exceptions, which are chief, belief, hoof, roof, dwarf, roof. Roof also you can add chief, belief, hoof, dwarf, roof. So all are the exceptions. So in that case, what you can do, You cannot add VES, you need to add simply S at the end of the singular noun. You see the chief plural noun is chiefs, belief plural noun is beliefs, hoof plural noun is hoofs or hoofs, and dwarf plural noun dwarfs and dwarfs. So in both way we can make a plural noun of a hoof and dwarf, but only in a chief and belief you can only put S, you cannot put VES. So you see the exceptions, these are not changing according to rule. Only roof and dwarf are there, they can change. They can be written in a both form. I have already wrote it. But chief and belief will not change as per the rule VES. We can simply add S at the end. So these are the rules. These are the rules we have seen. So let's see the next one. We add IES to singular nouns ending with consonant plus Y. What is this? Consonant plus Y. How? So what is the meaning of consonant? See, consonant means in our English alphabet, except vowel words A, E, I, O, U, which are our vowels words, right? So we will remove that vowels word. Apart from vowels word, whatever the remaining words are there, we call it as a consonant. We call it them as a consonant. Okay. So if ending words are consonant and Y, then we will add IES at the end. You see city are there, story are there. So if you notice here, before Y, see there is a T. In a story before Y there is a R, right? In a city that is TY and a story that is RY. So T and R our consonant, right? So T and R our consonant. So what we will do, we will remove the Y and we will add IES. You see city becomes Y, I have removed and I have put IES at the end. So it becomes cities. For story it becomes stories. So cities and stories are plural form. You see, these are very easy if you understand the rule. So what will happen if there is a vowel plus Y? See, previous case was consonant and the Y. Now what we can do if there is a consonant and Y, sorry, vowels and Y. So we will add only S N to the end. You see, boy and journey, two example are given. So you see, before in a boy, before Y there is a O, which is our vowel word, and in a journey before Y there is a E, which is also our vowel word. So when vowel word plus Y, it means B O E I O U plus Y. So here O, after O there is a Y, and after E there is a Y, and before Y there is a O, and before Y there is a E. Anyway you can say. So what we will do, we will simply add S into the end of the singular noun. See, boy become boys, I have simply add the S, and journey become journeys, right? So this way you can convert your plural nouns. Okay. So let's see some singular nouns from their plural by changing their spellings. So there are some nouns are there, they don't follow our previous rule which we have seen. They simply change their spelling itself. That spelling compared to singular noun is different at all. Okay. You see the first case, woman, and second case it's become woman. WOMAN is there, and in a plural form it is become WOMEN. There are no rules we have changed like that way, right? So they change their spelling. So goose become geese, tooth become teeth, louse become lice. See, total spelling is changed. Goose become geese, tooth become teeth, louse become lice. See, total spelling is changing. So there are few words like this way, they don't change their they change their spelling in a plural form, but not that much. Some are there, so you need to remember these are, and exceptions are there also. What are the exceptions in this plural nouns? Not above one we have seen the which are changing their spelling. Throughout the chapter, there are few exceptions are there. See, singular noun are fruit, fish, and deer. Okay, so these three singular noun are there. For them, we will see the plural noun. So there are, what are the exceptions is there? Plural noun can be both fruit and fruits, fish and fishes, deer and deers. You see, there are two plural noun is written. One is the same as a singular noun and one with s or es. Right? See, fruit is become fruits, fish become fishes, deer become deers. So how? See, when we refer to only one type of fruit, see if there is a fruit, apple is there, okay, so we are talking about one kind. We are talking about only apple, okay. So that time we will use fruit. But when we are refer to different types of fruit together, when in a suppose in a fruit bowl there is a mango is there, apple is there, pineapple is there, all of the fruits are there, different types of, that time we will use fruits. What we will use? Fruits. But when we are talking about single type, that is like if we are talking about only apple, we will use fruit as a plural form, and when we are talking about all the fruit together, we will use fruits. Similarly for fish also is there. If we are talking about one type of fish, when we refer to only one type of fish, like whale is there, if we are talking about whale only, that time we will use it in a plural form as a fish only. But when we are talking about more than one, like starfish is there, whale is there, tuna fish is there, so if we are talking about all of the fish together, we will use a plural form as a fishish. What we will use? Fishish. Similarly in a fruit also is there, similarly in a fish also is there. And for deer, if there is more than one deer, we can use both deer and deers. We can use both as a plural noun. Both are correct. Okay. So these are the exception, fruit, fish and deer, which you need to understand. Okay. I already explained how we can use fruit and fruits and how we can use fish and fishes. So I think we have finished our unit 3. So let me revise it. First we have seen what is singular noun, then we have seen what is a plural noun, singular for one person and plural for more than one person, right? And after that mostly noun takes s only, but there are few rules that we need to consider, that if we noun is ending with s, x, s, etc., we will use es. And if there are some except if there is o in the end of the noun, we will use es also, but there are some exception we have seen, that is radio and studio, which takes s only. And after that we have seen if the word is ending with f and fe, we will use ves after removing f. And here also we have seen some exceptions, which are cheap, belief, hoop and dwarf. They don't take ves, we can add only s at the end, right? And after that we have seen if the noun is ending are constant consonant plus y, then we will use ies after removing y. You see, city and story we have done. And if vowel plus y is given, if the ending words are vowel, after vowel there is a y, boy and journey, you can see the example, then we will use s in the end, right? And after that we have seen some nouns are there which are changing their whole form of the spelling, right? See, woman, goose, tooth, house, it becomes woman, geese, teeth and lice, right? So, and in the last we have seen few examples which are the exceptions, that in the both time in a plural nouns, both in a plural nouns is similar as a singular noun, and it can be written as a, with s also, s or es. You see fruit and fruits, fish, fishes, deer and deer. So all we have seen now. So let's see the exercise of it. So in this exercise, write the singular form of these plural nouns. One has been done for you. So what we need to do is that we need to write down this. Okay, we need to write down the singular form. In left hand side, whatever the plural form is given, we need to write down the singular form. So first one is done. Teeth, that is tooth. This is which is changing their form itself, spelling itself, right? That now, yeah. Oceans. See here, S is given, so the correct answer will be, we will remove the S, so it will become ocean. Babies. You see here, IES is there. When we put IES, when Y is there, Y with a consonant, right? So consonant plus Y is there, then we will put IES. So here we will remove the IES and we will put Y. So that will be our correct answer. So it will be baby. See, right. So let's see the next one. Bushes. What is the meaning of bushes here? See here, ES is given. So we will remove that ES and we will write our singular form, that is bush. Stories. Stories. See, IES is there. So Y should come, right? So stories will become story. That is not at all difficult, right? So let's see. Yeah. Then thieves. When we use VES, when F or FE is there in the ending spelling of the singular noun, right? So here VES is given, so we need to remove VES and we will put F, so it will become thief, right? Yes. See, weeks is there, only S is there, so we need to remove S and we will write same as it is, so it will become week. And shelves is given, so in this also you see VES is there, it will become shelf. See, we have done this exercise also, right? Okay, in this exercise we need to underline the singular nouns and circle the plural nouns, right? So one is done for us. You see, in the first, the teacher told the students to bring their notebooks to her desk. So here teacher and desk, you see, those are in a singular form. So those are a singular noun, and students and notebooks, you see, in the end of that noun there is S word. So all are in, students and notebooks are in plural noun form, right? So similar way, we need to identify in each sentences. So second one, you see the gentleman and the ladies met the president in the hall. So here you see the gentleman, MEN is written, so it means that is our plural form. Ladies, so ES also is there, so that is also a plural form. President is only one, right? So in, if you know that only one president can be there, correct? So president is the correct one, right? Either it is a singular noun, and whole also, one whole can be there, right? So that is also singular noun. So the correct answer will be, let me mark it. Yes, you see, gentlemen and ladies are plural, and president in the whole, president and whole are singular nouns, right? Okay, let's see the next one. All the actors in the play perform really well. So here you see actors in the play perform really well. So here you see actors in a plural form, and play is in a, what it is in, that is in a singular form, right? So let me mark it for you. Yes, you can see now, you can see actors in the play performed really well. So play is a singular form and actors in a plural form. So which are the plural form? We have seen the rules, right? So same way we need to do that. So let's see the next one. This locality has a few shops and a hotel, but there is no hospital. Okay, there is no hospital. So locality is a singular form. In a local they are talking. So locality is a singular form. Shops, you see shops, as is there. So that is our plural form. And a hotel. So hotel is a singular form. But there is no hospital. Hospital also singular form. If hospitals is written as is written, then it can be a plural form. So but here all are in a singular form. So let me mark the answer for you. Yeah, you can see now. Locality, hotel and hospital are a singular and shops are a plural. So fifth one, my mother packed my clothes, my cap and new shoes in a bag. So my mother is a singular. Packed my clothes. Clothes is a plural because es is the there. Cap, cap is a noun. So cap is a singular. And shoes are plural because es is there, and bag are a singular. So the correct answer, if you see here, what it can be, it will be clothes, cap, shoes in a bag. So bag also singular. Clothes and shoes are plural. So the boys took off their gloves and washed their hands with soap. So here boys are in a plural form. Gloves are also in es is there, so it also plural form. Washed their hands also a plural. With soap, here we are talking about a single soap, that is a singular form, right? So the correct answer is this one, that boys gloves and hands are a plural and soap is a singular. In the next question, that we saw lions, elephants, a tiger and giraffe at the zoo. So here lions as is there, elephants as is there, so those are a plural form. And a tiger, giraffe and zoo are in a single form written because there is no any other as and es and is are there. So those are in a singular form. So we see the correct answer is lions, elephants are plural, tiger, giraffe and zoo are in a singular. And the last one is the children went to the park to play on the swings and the slide. So here children is the first the plural form because the singular form is a child. So first children is a plural. Park, we are talking about a one park, so that is a, that will be the singular. And swings as is there in the last, so that will be the plural. And slide is a singular, right? So the correct answer is this is right. So we have finished this exercise also. Let's see the next one. Fill in the blank with the plural form of the noun in bracket. So in a bracket there are some noun is given, okay, which we need to write in a plural form. If you can see here what is written, first question, that a monkey is given in a bracket, so plural form is monkeys. And branches is given, so branch is given, so branches is a plural form, right? So similar way we need to write the plural form all the bracket given. So second one, many, doctor is given, so it will become doctors. And attended the patient, so it will become patients. So we will simply add the s at the end, right? So you can see here the correct answer. We have added S. Third one is, this storybook have a great picture. So here book are there, so we can simply add S, storybooks, and have a great picture. So ES, S will be there only, so that are also it will become pictures. So the correct answer is storybooks and pictures. I have two elder sister and four cousin. So sister and cousin we need to write sisters as will be there, and for cousin also as will be there. So the correct answer is sisters and cousin. Fifth one, the lady picked up their blank space bag and left the shop. So here if you see in a lady y is there and before that consonant is there, what we will do, we will remove y and we will add ies, so it will become ladies, and for bag it will become bags. We will simply add s, right, according to our rule. So this is the correct answer. And the bracket light on the bracket ship that were sailing blank space, sorry, that were sailing could be seen from the distance. So here light is there, so light, what can be the plural form of light? We can add simply f, so lights. Ship is there, will become ships, right? So the correct answer is lights and ships. Seventh one is all the blank space house in this locality have three balcony. So house is only we can add s, right? So house is, but for balcony you see y is there and an also is there, that is our consonant, so it will become balconies, we will add is removing y. So the correct answer of it is this one, right? Yes. The two blank space lift to go to all the blank space floor of this building. So the correct answer is lifts and floors, right? We will simply add s. So in this exercise mostly we need to add s. So you see we have solved the our exercise of unit 3. Let's go to the unit 4. What it says to us. Gender. What is the gender? Our gender is a male gender. Girl gender will be female gender, right? So that way there are four type of nouns gender. Noun gender. Okay. So what are those? Masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Okay. Neuter. Masculine, feminine, common and neuter. So these are four types of a noun gender. So we will see one by one. Let's read about each of them in a detail. Okay. Noun that refers to male. I told you male, right? So whichever the nouns which refers to male, that we call it as a masculine gender. And which are indicating for female, nouns that refers to females are said to be feminine gender. So boys comes in a masculine gender, girls comes in a feminine gender. So you see the example, boy, gentleman, tiger, peacock. In a feminine gender there is a girl, lady, tigress and peahen. You see those are a feminine gender, right? So whichever are in a male or a he category, we call it as a masculine, and whichever are coming in a female or she category, we call it as a feminine gender. So let's see the common gender, what it is. So nouns that refers to both male and female are said to be the common gender. So we are calling both together, that is a male and female, like that we can say child. Child can be female or male, right? Cousin, that can be female or male. Friend, teacher, that can be male or female. So we are calling in a general, right? So there, those are a common gender. And in the last one is a neuter gender, in that non-living things like our TV is there, mobile phone is there, washing machine, fridge, those are non-living, right? So those are non-living which are not indicating any male or female, we call it as a neuter gender. They don't say neither they don't indicate any male or female, neither female nor male. Those are nor male and neither female nor male. So those we call it as a neuter gender. You see the example, book, car, head, table. So those are a non-living, right? So those are a neuter gender. So these are the four types of gender comes in a noun. Okay, first one is a masculine, he category, that is male. Second one is a feminine, that is a she category, that is a female. Common noun which is indicating for both male and female, and the neuter which are non-living. Correct? So let's see some example of it in a deep. See here, for people and animal I have mentioned masculine and feminine types. Okay, for man we can say woman. Father masculine is there, then feminine is mother. For brother it is sister. For uncle it is aunt. For son it is daughter. For sir it is madam. For king it is queen. And for princess it is princesses. For hero it is a heroine. For god it is a goddess. For lion it is lioness. For rooster it is hen. For drake it is a duck. Drake it is a male duck. Okay. For gander it is a goose, that is a male goose. Gander means male goose. Yeah. Ram which is a ewe. Bull for cow. Fox for vixen. For fox it is a vixen. And for a horse it is a mare. For a buck it is a doe. For a billy goat it is a nanny goat. So these are the, see, you need to remember which are the masculine and which are the feminine correspondingly or respectively. Okay, how I said respectively? Because for man it is a woman, for father it is a mother, for brother it is a sister. You see, this is a he type, all the masculine are he type and all the feminine are she type. You see, for man it is woman, you cannot write mother. Okay, so you need to write remember for masculine which are the feminine are coming. Okay. Okay, let's see, some notes are given. When a noun changes from masculine gender to feminine gender in a sentence, other changes in the sentence must be made too. See, now we are changing nouns from masculine to feminine, like his father is given. Okay, so what we need to do? Her mother, like that way we need to change. Okay, like Nina got chocolate, and suppose the girl is playing in a playground and her cloth got wet, or her cloth got dirty. Okay, if you see this sentence, the girl was playing in the garden and her clothes got dirty. So if we change this sentence into the uh, masculine, this was a feminine sentence. If we convert into masculine, what we can say? The boy was playing in the garden, and his we will use, not her, because her indicates for feminine and his indicates for masculine. So we need to change like this way. His clothes got dirty, so his and her we have changed. So that way we need to change full sentence. Okay, not only the masculine word into feminine. Okay, see, the example is given, the boy went to the airport with his father. So the girl went to the airport with her mother. Like that way we need to change all the things. My uncle went to the office in his car. My aunt went to the office in her car, not his car. His car is not a correct. Her car, it is a correct. Okay. So this way we need to change. So I think we have finished our unit 4 also. In that we have seen 4 genders, that masculine, feminine, common and neuter. Masculine for he category, feminine for she category, common for both masculine and feminine indicating, and neuter is for non-living thing, right? So let's see some exercise of it here. Unit 4, nouns and nouns gender. So what we need to do, fill in the missing letters to get the feminine gender. See, in a right hand side, all of the masculine gender are given. So what we need to do, in a left hand side, blanks are given. We need to fill those blanks with appropriate alphabet to get a feminine gender. So emperor is there. So what is the feminine gender of it? That is empress, right? So that is the correct one. So empress is the correct one. For bridegroom, the boy who is getting married, we call it as a bridegroom. So who will the opposite? That is a bride. That is a feminine of that is a bride. Landlord is there. Then what will be the feminine? That is a landlady. Nephew is there. So nephew feminine is a niece. And hair is there. Then feminine word is a heiress. Right. So this way we can convert the masculine into feminine. So correspondingly masculine or feminine we have wrote, right? Let's see the next exercise, that is here read the noun in the box. What kind of nouns are there? Masculine, feminine, common and neuter. So we need to identify this, which are the noun: tractor, building, fan, pen, juicer, sheep. So you see all of these are non-living, right? So those are neuter gender. So we need to write the answer in a favor. So these nouns are all neuter gender because they are non-living things. This is the answer for it, right? So we have given our correct answer. So let's see the next exercise, which is the we need to fill in the blanks with the opposite gender. With what? With opposite gender. See here, if you see what we in a bracket, we got one noun. We need to fill with opposite gender. Means if feminine is given, we need to write masculine, or if masculine is given, we need to write a feminine. So like that way we need to fill. So you see the first one, grandmother and uncle is given. So grandfather and uncle is given. So what is the opposite of grandfather? It will be grandmother, and uncle opposite is a aunt, right? So you see the first one is a fill that my grandmother and aunt visited us today. So let's see the second one is a the were told to feed the grains to the blank space. So boys is given and roosters is given. So boys is a masculine and a feminine word is a girls, right? And roosters is there. It means we need to write opposite thing. So roosters opposite is a hands, right? So correct word is girls and hands. Third one is the blank space played the role of blank space in the film, hero and king. So what is the opposite word of hero? That is a heroine. That means in a gender I am telling, okay, not a antonyms I am asking. In a gender opposite, what is the opposite gender of hero? That is a heroine. And what is the opposite gender of a king? That is a queen, right? So opposite gender is a queen. So the correct answer is a heroine and queen. Okay, yeah, let's see. Yeah, fourth one is the blank space brought the blank space inside, father and bridegroom. So both are a masculine gender and we need to write in a feminine. So father feminine is a mother and bridegroom feminine is a bride. So those are the very easy, right? You see the correct answer here. Fifth one is blank space your blank space he has won the spelling contest, ma'am and daughter. So what can be the correct one is here, for ma'am what we can say sir, right? Ma'am and daughter are a feminine. We need to write opposite, that is masculine. So ma'am opposite gender is a sir, and daughter opposite is a son. Right? Yes, that is the correct answer. Sixth one is the blank space caught the blank space and ran into the woods. Vixen and Ewe. So both are a feminine gender. We need to write a masculine. So vixen is a fox, and for Ewe it will be the, what it can be for Ewe. For Ewe it can be the sheep, right? It can be the sheep. Yes, that is also correct. You can see here in the last, sorry, not here, I will show you here. Here you see we have seen the example, right? Ram, you can say sheep also. Okay, that is not the issue. Okay, yeah, sheep, in a place of sheep you can use a ram also. That is also correct. The seventh one, a blank space had the old blank space get up from the chair. Gentleman and men. So both are masculine. We need to write feminine. So gentleman will become gentlewoman and man will become also woman. So the correct answer is gentle. Sorry, gentleman will become lady. Gentlewoman we cannot write. Right? We can write a lady as a gentlewoman. So lady and woman. And the eighth one is the blank space took the blank space back to the palace. What took the back to the palace? Queen and princess is given. Those are a feminine. We need to write it in a opposite masculine. So the queen opposite is a king and princess is opposite is a prince. So you see king and prince is the correct answer. So we have solved our all the exercise, and let's see the spelling words of the today. So what is the button? In your shirt you see there is one rounded small knob is there which is stitched in our cloth, right? So those we call it as a button, a small or a knob sewn onto a garment. So our clothes are a garment, so in that it is fixed, right? Sewn with needle we have fitted it, so that we call it as a button. Or also you can switch also are there in a button, that also we can say is a button, right? Buying. Buying means you are purchasing something with, you are giving money and you are taking something. So obtaining things in exchange for payment, that we call it as a buying. Calf. A young cow which is young, not elder. Okay, young like us. We are also young, right? You are also young. So that kind of young cow or the young of various other large mammals. So large mammals also we can call it as a calf. Young, okay, the young is the main important one. Camera, you know all of the mobile as a camera. For why you use a device which is recording visual image in the form of photograph or film, that we call it as a camera. Cardboard means the pasteboard or stiff paper. So in our wall we stick some papers, right? In that we stick so many papers with a note. That board we call it as a cardboard, where you can stick small papers or you can paste on that board. So pasteboard or a stiff paper. Caring, I am caring for you, right? So displaying kindness or and concern for others. Caring, your parents caring for you, right? So your parents cares for you, right? So that is the mean. Caring, both pronunciation are similar but the spelling word and meaning are different here. So caring means support and move from one place to another. I am carrying the burden of school bag, right? I am carrying the burden of school bag, or you can say I am burden of a homework, right? That, so carrying is a support of the something. You are something holding. that is we call it as a carrying. Catch. I catch the ball in the cricket match, right? So that is a catch. So holding something. Intercept of that ball and hold, right? So intercept and hold, we call it as a catch. Center. So what is the meaning of center? Center is a one point or one junction from where all the distance are same, like that, or where the maybe sport game has started, or we can say in a mathematic way, circle you have seen, right? So in a circle there is a midpoint is given. In that midpoint, from that midpoint all the distance from the circumference are same, right? So the point that is equally distance from every point on the circumference of a circle, so that point, that midpoint, we call it as a center, correct? So center. And a certain means particular or specific about something, specific but not explicitly named or stated. See, certain name is given, not a specific. It may be a kind of a general. So specific but not explicit named or stated. Okay, it is a specific. Name is the specific but not certain. Sorry, not explicit or stated. Okay. So here you might be confused about explicitly, right? Specific but not explicitly named or stated. Explicitly. Okay. So you might be confused about explicitly. That means in a clear and detailed manner. So certain means specific but not given in a clear and detailed manner. Okay. Certain means specific but not in a clear and detailed manner named or stated. That we call it as a certain. So here we have finished our unit 3 and unit 4 and also today's spelling words. So in a homework you student need to do, write down this all the exercise in your notebook with a clear handwriting, also in a textbook. In a both place you need to write down. Please maintain your notebook with quality, with all the work, with all the exercise, and write down this new spelling words in your notebook one time, and the 4 time you can write down in your rough book. Okay, so that is your homework and I will upload it in our portal also. Thank you.